What is up, guys? We are live. Welcome into Hoops from the Hills. Glad you guys can make it. If you didn't know, the West Virginia Mountaineer basketball team played a game today. And there are some interesting things, some interesting takes that I have about that. A certain player that I'm starting to really keep an eye on that's not named Tucker DeVries. It's not named Javon Small. No. This is a player that's really been standing out since his initial recruitment, really. So let's do that. Let's talk about that. Let's get excited. Right after this word from the sponsor of the show. Today's video is sponsored by Magic Shine Auto Spawn Tint in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. The very top of the top, if you didn't know. Sorry, my ad read went off here. Sorry about that. They use only the highest quality in products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained with the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro Tint to protective ceramic coatings from Diamond Protect, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference of Magic Shine Auto Spawn Tint, where your car shines like new. Don't forget to shine on, Morgantown. Don't forget. All right. Thank you, Timothy Green, and everybody else for being in here. So the West Virginia Mountaineers basketball team played a basketball game today, if you didn't know, in Italy. And we've got clips we can watch of that. We've got about a 50-second take from Darren DeVries on that, about how he felt the game went. What else have we got? Players playing well, very well in the game. And, yes, I understand the competition is to be taken into account, no doubt about it. But can't we just be happy for a little while? Can't we just dream a little bit? That's what we're going to do here. We're going to be super optimistic because I think that's the way things should be, right? All right, so without further ado, let's get over here to X, to the West Virginia men's basketball page, and just kind of follow their timeline a little bit, and we'll get to where we get to as we go. But they posted about it pretty much all day. I think this was from 2 days ago. Tucker DeVries is not a heights guy. Oh, I found that pretty funny. They made it to Florence, Italy, which was cool. They got some cool pictures there of that, if you didn't see. Really, really cool architecture. A lot of these guys have never seen anything like this before, and really cool. And so now we get to the game, right? And this is from I'm not sure when this is from. I think this is from today. I'm not sure, to be honest. But it's from one of the last two games. So that's Ofri throwing a alley-oop to Andre, right? I want to point out, let's see what kind of size differential we have here. So that dude's right on par the same size as Ofri. By the way, the team they played today has a recruit that's going to Bradley. I do know that. So they had at least one guy that was D1 caliber. Yeah. So that was at the buzzer. That's pretty cool. Here's some pictures of coaching, do what he does best. There's Andre. Looks like the guy he maybe went up against was a little bit better than we think here. I don't know that for sure, but look at the size. He's actually maybe beaten Andre in that tip there. It looks like Andre got it, but definitely similar size. There's Javon Small and Tucker DeVries shooting a three. Going up 110-66 is the final score. Pretty dominant performance, right? And here is the player of the game, guys. None other than Jonathan Powell. So I felt like last episode I really focused on KJ Tenner, who I still think is going to be possibly the best freshman in this class. But they've brought in some good players, guys. Just so you know. But here's Jonathan Powell. Some of the stuff he did. So this is a simple pump fake, one dribble pull up, right? With the left. Beautiful. See that last one again. Missed it just by a second there. Okay. Between the legs, going over this. So that's off a screen from Imani Hansberry. And then look at that form, guys. That is a beautiful shot. Look, where are the feet? Can we see the feet? No, we can't. Maybe if I go back a little bit more. Oh, crap. Almost had it. Okay, so feet perfect. I just wanted to see what his feet look like on a shot. I haven't really had a chance to see it yet. So Jonathan Powell had 22 points today, 24. Real big game, 24. So while some may scoff at that, I mean, look, the competition couldn't have been terrible. Look at this. I mean, this is not an easy shot. I don't care who it's against, right? Look at this right here. Just be open-minded for a second and look at this. It's not an easy shot, right? I realize that the entire team on either – it's definitely – obviously West Virginia's a much better team than who they beat, which I can't even remember their name. I know it has the word orange in it, and I know they had one player that committed to Bradley, and maybe even others, no doubt about that. But for me, you've got to pick out the little nuggets. Let's hear what Darren DeVries had to say about the performance.
Yeah, it was good. I thought we did a nice job of correcting some of the things we talked about from the first game. The first game we had 22 turnovers. This game I believe we were around 9, which is great. I thought did a much better job of taking care of it there. Overall, I liked our defensive intensity, especially once we got settled into the game. It took us, again, a few minutes, which is to be expected after a couple of days of walking around the city. But, again, I loved how we shared the ball. I loved the way we're playing together, playing connected. And, again, got a lot of guys, a lot of minutes again, which is terrific. Trying to make the most of all 3 of these games and get as many guys that valuable time that is a great advantage to having a trip like this. So, overall, very pleased, happy, and ready to move on to the next spot.
Pretty cool. Love DD, man. He's just growing on me. I liked him from the beginning, don't get me wrong. But just something about him I really like. What's this? I better be careful. This music might get me copyrighted. I swear I can't play anything. Oh, look, DeCheco. Hey, I bought some of their noodles just the other day. I don't think they were made like that, though. That would be fun. You know, it's funny. Something you do every day in Italy, making pasta, it's such a good, we have arts and crafts in America where you can go make pottery with somebody. In Italy, they go show you how to make noodles. What a really good tourist idea, right? Can y'all show me how to make them noodles? I bet people approach him with all kinds of stuff. So let's have a look further deeper in. I'm gonna go to, I think it's West Virginia Sports Now. They had an article on just kind of the totality. So let me see if I can find an article that kind of talks about everything. All right. Share that really quick. Give me 1 sec. All right. Individual team stats for West Virginia game 2 of the foreign tour, and this is from West Virginia Sports Now and Ethan Bach. All right, in the second game of their foreign tour, West Virginia defeated Orange one basket Bassano by 44 points on Tuesday. WVU freshman Jonathan Powell showcased his skills, and he was one of 6 Mountaineers to score in double figures. Let's take a look at some of the individual and team stats provided by WVU. Jonathan Powell had 24-5, 3 steals, and 5 threes. Tucker had 14. Toby O'Connie had 13. Jaden Stone had 13. Eduardo Andre had 12. Monty Hansberry had 11. Jamal Small had 6 points, 7 assists, 6 steals. Ofri Nave had 6 points. Jake Auer had 6 points. And Sincere Harris had 3 points. Won the rebounding battle 56-31 and 24-7 on the offensive boards, 23 total steals. So, a lot of these numbers I'm going to really disregard. But look, 5 3-pointers in a live game, that's something to build on for Jonathan Powell. Flat out, guys. Really cool. It'd be cool to see him come into his own a little bit early. If we could get him playing at a big time level, freshmen do it every year. Kentucky has freshmen step up every year. Why can't West Virginia? And then we already know what KJ Tenner is capable of. At least I feel like we know the kind of scorer Jaden Stone is, right? I mean, he averaged 20 points a game last year on a really bad team. And then Toby, we know the defensive stopper he is. If we can get 13 points a game out of Toby, obviously that would be a huge win. Tucker, we're going to need, probably more than what he did, but obviously he's probably going to have speed. I don't know that, but just making some assumptions here. Obviously, Tucker just had a surgery, even though he's full go. They're not going to risk getting him hurt. This is all about the young guys. That's why I'm talking about them on these episodes. And so today, I think I'm going to spend some time talking about Jonathan Powell, and we'll go to Sincere Harris a little bit too. So what can these two guys add to the roster? Well, obviously depth. Neither are going to start unless one or the other just goes off like that. Like obviously, Harris could force his way into the lineup, no doubt about it. But I'm just going to say for now, these are both going to be depth pieces. And what depth on the bench could these guys really provide, right? And we've still got, obviously, a lot of players to go through really on this list, if you look at it. So 1 second here. Looking at one thing. Apologize, guys. I'm looking for okay. Well, we'll go back to it. But obviously, and speaking of guards, by the way, somebody said something about guards. Who was it? Somebody. Oh yeah, Pokemon Kid Entertainment. WB guards are really good, and that's not even counting Yesufu, right? Joseph Yesufu's still hurt. But if you consider Tenner, Yesufu, obviously Harris, all want a second lineup, right? and obviously each one of those individuals could play with the ones at some point. I'm excited, especially with Hansberry, the way he's really come on. Just hearing about him, and he plays much bigger than he is, even though he's not small, but I think he's closer to 6'6" or 6'7", which is fine if he's going to help us like in the scoring area, like it looks like he's going to be able to. He's going to be able to stretch defenses, guys. We're going to be able to run that 5 out just like DeVries wants to do. And this is going to be a different kind of WVU team, right? So let's get back over to X and check out some let's see. Some Jonathan Harris there. Let's go. Or Jonathan Powell. I keep calling him Jonathan Harris for whatever reason. All right. Share the screen with you really quick. All right, here we go. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to stop doing that. Powell has some stuff on his from high school in here, just so you can get a better look at the kind of talent he was in high school. Yeah, here's one. Make sure I turn this music off because I got flagged recently. All right, so this is Jonathan Powell. Good Lord, this is getting annoying now. In high school. And I was super, super high on him coming to West Virginia. Obviously, he was in the Xavier conversation, which recruits they're basketball only. They recruit nothing but high-end 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star players. And so we were able to swing him somehow, some way to West Virginia. I don't remember the exact reason for that. But I do remember watching his film and being blown away and how smooth he is as an offensive player. So let's check that out right now and just look how beautiful his jump shot is. Maybe the best of the team as far as from an aesthetics standpoint. There, the first shot. I mean, it's really, truly just a great looking shot. Look at the feet, look at the toes, and then he kind of has the Kevin Durant kind of way he brings the ball up from the left just a little bit, but it's fine. It's all about where you release it from. And you can't do any better. Look how high that release point is. Not going to get that shot blocked. It's not going to happen. He's already 6'6", 6'7", 6'5". I have to look again, but he's a big kid. Savvy, loves using the pump fakes. And he's already put on some weight since being at West Virginia. You can see that. But a guy like this, he puts on 20 or 30 more pounds where he can really go through contact. You're talking about an elite scoring option. This kid's super talented, y'all, for sure. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. Was it right there? It's on a spin. There's the spin, but this last shot is really pretty. That's Get myself screwed over here. Yeah, so and then he has one more, I believe, on here. We'll check out really quick because I remember liking it more if it's the same place I saw the last one. This one. There we go. Get that turned off. That step back jumper. He's got some range on him, man. Oh, yeah. This is the one, yeah. Obviously, you can see he can finish at the rim and he can shoot it from the outside. I mean, there's really not much you can't do. He's a good athlete. He's going to fit really well in what Darren DeVries wants to do. No doubt about it. And already is. So really excited about this kid as a player, y'all. Let me know down below how you feel about it. Timothy Green said he could be a superstar. No tenor again today. I don't think they're going to play him, Ronald. I was told here last game, KJ, I was messaging with him, and he's just going to rest for this trip. So don't expect to see KJ unless they play him in the last game, which is very possible. But what I understand, they're not going to play him on the trip. So it's just the way it is. He just needs a little bit of rest as a freshman. Not all these guys are used to practicing and doing all the – I'm not saying he's lazy at all. I don't know the kid. Don't know what his habits are. But let's say, there are some players that make it to this level on their talent, right? And, all they really had to do was go to practice. And then, that's it. And then they played. They were better than everybody else. When at this level, there's a lot more wear and tear on your body just from a practice standpoint, in my opinion. So I would say that's probably a lot to do with it. Just some wear and tear from, obviously, you're flying to Italy. I mean, just doing things you would never think you'd be doing a few months before, even that. So just my 2 cents on it with tenor. But it's not anything that's season ending or even you won't even miss a minute over it. Just needs a little bit of rest. Maybe there's not a video. Matthew Swanson, Powell has the tools to be elite in year one. I think so. We're very good, at least. So it's exciting. It's definitely exciting. All right. I thought I had him on here. I know I do, actually. Matter of fact. There it is. There's Sincere Harrison's profile. If you haven't seen this video of him on defense, I think these are his practice highlights at Illinois. So he's the next guy that I wanted to show. As far as young guards on this team, they've got him for days. And keep in mind, his shot has gotten so much better since he's been at West Virginia. Uh-oh. That's him with the ball. I mean, you see how shifty he is. He's extremely shifty. Watch these set of moves here. Obviously, he's got the quick takeoff to the left, behind the back, right hand into the between the legs crossover or fake. He even faked me out. A fake in between the leg crossover to get to that right hand to get that shot. Because he at that point in his career, he had to get to the right hand, right, to get that shot off. I completely understand what that's like. I had to get to my left hand to get my shot off. But, right hand layup on the left side, hey, that's not too bad. And he is so good at getting in the lane. Look at the guys he's practicing against. His shot has gotten so much better since he's been at West Virginia, and probably the time he spent on the bench at Illinois as well. He has a chance to do so much for us. He really does. But look at the athleticism. That's the most exciting thing about him. He's going to improve offensively. It's going to be ridiculous, probably, how much he improves. But just from the defense is there already, and I'm sure I think the highlights do eventually show that. on this video, although I'm not 100% sure. Because I can't remember a lot of this. I think I've watched it, but I don't know for sure. It seems like I did when it first happened, the transfer first happened. But, man, this kid, he killed it. He was a problem for Illinois, not even playing last year from what I was told. He was just, a warrior, basically. Didn't have it because he was sitting. He wasn't even playing. But you can see everything is there for him to be a really good scorer, Trying to get to some of his defensive highlights because that's really obviously where he shines. If they're even on here, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get this on here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so here are some of his, in my opinion, what makes him special. It takes him from nice to have on your team to just special. It's his quickness, his ability to get in the lane with his hands, and just his on-ball tenacity is truly second to none. And that's the reports we keep getting out of that's what he is. This is who he is every day. Cat-like quickness. That's nice, too. Able to get to his right hand. Those are all important things. Ooh. Got a shot block. And still able to put it back. Not bad. Showing some passing ability, I guess, there. I thought there were going to be some more defensive highlights, but I have yet to see some. It's kind of what I was here for, to be honest. But this is all good, too. I mean, his quickness is truly good. It's pretty good. He's going to be able to get in the lane pretty, I would say, on the regular. He's got several moves, too. Several different ways he gets in the lane. That's pretty cool. He probably had that entire year just to play on scout. God, look at these dribbling skills, y'all. I mean, look at that play right there. How was that not at the beginning of the reel? Honestly. Holy cow. Look at this dribbling show you just put on right here. Like, this is 4 minutes into the, most people have clicked off by now, but not us. Watch this dribbling performance. Wild, man. Wild. Nice. That's beautiful. Great IQ, too. See how he it's almost like, okay, you know how when a receiver runs a route against zone coverage, sometimes you've got to stop the route short or take it a little bit further to get in that window so you can drop down, sink your hips in zone coverage in a soft spot of the zone so that you're pretty – that way you're open, right? Watch here as he realizes he's in a soft spot of that defense. And instead of attacking the guy and going up, he chose to take the mid-range shot there. I thought that was a good IQ move right here. So, obviously, instincts-wise, you want to take it at him, right? You got the mismatch. But look, he's in between three guys in his zone defense, or maybe man-to-man. I can't tell here. Looks like a 2-3 possible. I can't tell. But no, that's man-to-man. But he chose the soft spot. I just thought that was interesting. Maybe I'm looking too deep. He kind of did it there too. A little step back. He just fascinates me. I really do think he can make a major impact too because of the defense. Obviously, the offense is much better than people thought. Now, these are highlights. We get that too. You know, for every one of these, there's probably a miss or a bad shot that he took. But the good thing about offense is you can improve it, you know, and I mean, we can just see from the last game, you know, he improved it. So it'd be interesting to see what he does for us this year. We're a young team. If we keep this group together, guys, I think they're going to be pretty good. I really do. I think he's got a nice base, you know, a nice base of players. So thanks, Timothy. Appreciate that very much, man. Hope you guys liked the video. If you don't care, before you leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, drop a comment below. So I'll go ahead and make a quick announcement. I'll be doing it on my football channel tomorrow as well. But I've made a pretty big decision about my career. And this is something that I was waiting to do in front of a bigger crowd. There's 50 of you guys in here. I'm grateful for that. Normally there's more, but that's okay. Not a big deal. I am going to transition my Mountaineer Paul Talks football account into another show. I'm not going to – I haven't signed the contract yet. It's actually emailed to me. It's probably emailed to me now, the beginning stages of it. And so after I sign the contract, I'll go public, which some of you guys know who that was going to be. Just hold off on texting about it or typing about it for now. But this is an exciting new venture. This channel is going to stay the same, or if it does change, it'll still be West Virginia related stuff. It just basically can't conflict with what I've got going on over there. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited about it, guys. This is going to make me, this place usually hires journalists, people out of radio, radio, people right out of college that have a broadcasting background. And since I have been doing this for a while, I've got a lot of experience and I've grown a following. That negates a lot of what they need. So they want me to be their guy, and I couldn't be more excited. I just need you guys to continue to support me there, okay? And in the beginning, I'm really going to need some of you guys to share and tweet out, or share to Facebook, wherever you can, just so it can grow. Because in the beginning, it's going to be tough, especially on the podcasting side, because I'm starting from nothing on podcast. So whenever that all starts, I'll tell you guys, all you guys that follow me, if you could, go over to my podcasting side of everything. And if you go to work during the day, or if you're at your shop or wherever, and you want a good podcast to listen to instead of having to watch the video, you can do that. So it'll be fun. Not much is changing. It's still going to be me. And it's just that I'm only going to have this one channel technically now, right? I'll have the other one too, but it's theirs now. And I'm just making content for them. So that's the agreement. So it's going to work out. I have a good feeling about it. Hope you guys are all okay with that. David said both of those guys look like they will be good. Hopefully stay here. I really hate it. If someone is good, they will leave. Good luck, Paul, in your endeavors. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate that, brother. Really do. Tim's asking about Pokemon's arm again. He's such a nice guy, Timmy. You really are. Can't thank you enough for being the good guy that you are, buddy. You've been truly one of the most loyal fans of this show, and can't thank you enough for that. So, all right, guys, West Virginia in a blowout. Don't know what all that means yet. We're going to wait and see, but we've got some positives to draw from it. That's always good. Football season's here, and I can't explain how excited I am about that. So I will be doing West Virginia football content very, very a lot, up until now in Penn State. And obviously, I'm going to do that preview, official preview, and then prediction on the game coming up here in the next week or two. So be looking for that. Also going to be doing more content with Penn State content creators because the game's coming right up. So we're looking forward to it, guys. Hope you are too. Keep coming back. This is Hoots from the Hills. My name is Mountaineer Paul. Good night.